in Chennai on the invitation of the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, Honorable Mr. M.K. Stalin. I'm representing our leader, the former Chief Minister of Telangana, Shri KCR. To press with all the states that have done exceptionally well. Last contributed immensely to the growth of our great nation. I would like to emphasize one thing first. We are Indians first. And as Indians with, of course, sub-identity as Telangana, as Telugu, we also, while we want India to prosper, we also want our voices to be heard. And we also want to ensure that the three most important things mentioned in the Constitution, equality, liberty and fraternity, as envisaged by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, are respected in letter and spirit. So we certainly are opposed to the tyranny of majority, to India being converted into a mobocracy and not democracy. We believe that states that have done exceptionally well should be incentivized, not penalized. We believe that those states that have done exceptionally well in terms of political, economic and other progressive indicators, administrative, education, etc., should not be penalized, and that this would be a travesty of justice. Reducing our voice, reducing our numbers, representation in Parliament, at least the proposal, to go forward with delimitation on the population basis certainly seems extremely unfair. So what we are seeking is a fair delimitation for meaningful democracy. While any federal government, if it were to perform in a truly federal spirit, they should be encouraging high-performing states. Telangana today, we are only 2.8% of India in terms of population, but we contribute to 5.2% of India's GDP. So we are literally punching double our weight. But if you are going to reduce our number from 17 to whatever is being proposed in a pro rata basis or whatever other logical, pretext the government of India is going to come forward with, that certainly will be justice. Let me also remind the union government that this is not an imbalance, but it is a fundamental inequity. Because political and fiscal centralization, is not going to help India emerge a superpower. If India truly has to break its shackles and become an economic superpower, a cultural superpower, a social superpower by 2047, 100 years after completion of independence, then I do believe that we have to remember one simple thing: stronger the states, stronger the country. Cooperative federalism should be the order of the day, not coercive federalism. Cooperative federalism will make India a superpower, not coercive federalism. The union government should play the role of a big brother. The union government should play the role of a big brother, not become the big boss, dictating and making progressive states regret their progress. Let me also quickly say that if we do not speak now, some people are questioning why now, why the rush, the process has not begun, etc. The fact, unless you start championing the cause of the underdog, which in this case will be South India, I think we'll be doing a great disservice to our future generations. History will not forgive us if we don't speak up now. This is the time to speak, because discrimination against South Indian states is not new. Both national parties have done that in the past. I'm not going to elaborate on that. But now this seems to be adding insult to the injury. This proposed delimitation based on population seems to be adding insult to the injury. Let me just quickly quote a renowned jurist who said, "A true federation does not allow any region to dominate another. nor does it permit the dilution of democratic representation based on transient factors. You know, if we don't approach this delimitation exercise cautiously, with caution, this could impact India's federal balance. I am an Indian. I love this country. And I truly cherish every minute of being an Indian. But I also do feel that a strong country, like I said, should also mean voice for the oppressed, voice for the marginalized, voice for everybody, irrespective of whether you're from Manipur or from Uttar Pradesh, irrespective of the size of the population in your respective state. India is not a collection of administrative units, but India is a pluralistic, ethno-linguistic union of states as enshrined in the Constitution. We are not against money being given to states. We are not against money being given to laggards. We are against hegemony. We are not against money being given to laggards. Let me remind you, I do understand that fiscal contribution alone cannot, determine how we should be moving forward. India's democracy should be built, we believe, as Bharat Rashtra Samiti, on progress, on governance, and economic contribution, and not just population. Population alone cannot be the criteria for delimitation. A fair system should reward progress and encourage development. In fact, I'd go one step forward. It should empower those who are driving the growth, not silence them. If 19% of South of India, the southern Indian states, are contributing to 36% of India's GDP, will you cut down on representation and, dissent, cut down on the dissent and cut down on the dissenting voices? Is that the strategy of Government of India? Let me also add, there have been past experiences which have been bitter. So while Government of India, while the Union Home Minister says it would be pro rata, there would not be any reduction in seats in South of India, let me say one thing. No reduction in South of India, Southern Indian seats does not mean no increase in North Indian seats. Let me remind you that. There may not be a reduction in South India, but there is disproportionate increase in North Indian seats, which again will mean that essentially 4 or 5 states will determine the future of this country, future politics, future policies, future fiscal devolutions, everything. Future life of a citizen of India will be determined by 4 or 5 states, and that is certainly not acceptable. And why do we not have enough confidence in union government when it says pro rata? Because we've had bitter experiences. 11 years ago, when Telangana was formed as a state, we were promised by Indian Parliament that delimitation will happen within the state of Telangana. The number of assembly seats would increase from 119 to 153. But has it happened in 11 years? Despite it being an enactment of the Parliament? No. Why? Because it does not suit the BJP. It does not suit the union government. Where it suited them, they've done it. It suited them in J&K. It suited them in Assam. So they've done it there. But it doesn't suit them in Telangana and Andhra. So they don't do it here. That is exactly what we are apprehensive of. Let me also remind you, never in the history have there been such high proportion of cesses that have been added, which are depriving the states of their rightful share in devolution. States are, I've heard in that room from one of the chief ministers, I think it is Kerala chief minister, who said, federalism is not a gift, it is our right as a state. India is a federal republic. Federalism is enshrined in constitution in letter and spirit. That's exactly what we are demanding. We are demanding our rights. So what are we proposing as Bharat Rashtra Samiti? What did we propose in the meeting? We proposed 2-3 things. Why is delimitation being done at all? Delimitation is being done because India is a representative democracy. People need voices. Population has increased. So therefore, number of seats has to increase. Yes. But why don't we do this? Normally, all of you know, all the media people also know. A first point of call for a citizen when there is a problem is possibly the local MLA, if not the local corporator or local sarpanch. It could be the local assembly constituency representative. So what we are proposing is, I think union government should go ahead and increase the number of assembly seats within a specific state so that wherever there is an increase in population, all those challenges with respect to representation, with respect to better administration, decentralization, etc. can be tackled. You know why? Because number of MLAs being altered within a state does not tip the federal balance. But if you start tinkering with the number of MPs, who are representing in parliament, that will certainly disturb the federal balance. MLAs regularly take care of policies at the state level, but MPs, members of parliament, take care of policy at the national level. So therefore, maybe either keeping the number of MPs the same and increasing the number of MLAs so that decentralization can be a via media kind of a solution to delimitation. That's one approach we are proposing. Or secondly, if you're increasing the number, if you're determined to increase the number of seats, then what we are proposing is maybe take the national average growth rate or maintain the same proportion for every state. Because you see, Government of India itself, through 42nd Amendment of the Constitution and back in 1976, had brought in, population control as a measure and suspended further delimitation for 25 years. In 2001 again, Atal Bihari Vajpayee government suspended it by 84th Amendment for another 25 years. So for 50 years, we have not increased number of seats. Now, if we are going to increase, then it has to be in same proportion across the country. It cannot be impacting those states that have done economically, educationally, progressively, adversely. And we would also like to propose, this could sound a bit radical. Population alone cannot be the criteria. What if we start asking, 19% of South India contributes to 36% of GDP. So can the South have 36% representation in Parliament? That could be a radical solution. Why population alone should be the criterion for delimitation? Why not fiscal contribution? Why not development? Why not progress? So we are certainly keen to see what the Government of India would eventually say, but all in all I would say is, once again, before I sum up, India has just completed 75 years of existence. Our national leadership should ideally strive to heal old wounds, not create new ones, not unnecessarily create ruptures in this Indian polity, which is already very diverse, very heterogeneous. As a renowned scholar and statesman once said, the federal structure of India must ensure that no state, however small or large, feels neglected in governments. You could be Manipur, you could be Uttar Pradesh. You should not feel neglected or you should not feel left out. That's exactly what we are demanding. And once again, I'd like to repeat, if India truly has to become a superpower by 2047, the order of the day is cooperative federalism, not coercive federalism. Jai Telangana, Jai Hind. Thank you. నేనేం చెప్పాను అంటే భారతదేశంలో 1976లో ఆనాటి అప్పటి ప్రభుత్వం 42వ రాజ్యాంగ అధికరణం ద్వారా సవరణ ద్వారా వారు ఆనాడు నంబర్ ఆఫ్ సీట్స్ మీద రెస్ట్రిక్షన్ పెట్టారు. ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఏ రాష్ట్రాలు అయితే జనాభా నియంత్రణ పాటించాయో, కుటుంబ నియంత్రణ పాటించాయో వాటిని పనిష్ చేసే విధంగా వ్యవహారం చేస్తామంటే ఇది సరికాదు, ఇది మంచిది కాదు, దేశానికి మంచిది కాదు. అందుకే ఇతర ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ కూడా తీసుకోండి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను అన్నట్టు జీడిపి కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ తీసుకోండి. తెలంగాణ ఓన్లీ 2.8% పాపులేషన్ భారతదేశంలో, కానీ జీడిపి పరంగా చూస్తే మన కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ 5.1, 5.2%. సో మరి ఆ లెక్కన తీసుకుంటే సౌత్ ఇండియా మొత్తం కలిపి 36% జీడిపి కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తుంది భారతదేశంలో. సో ఆ లెక్కన ప్రపోర్షనేట్ గా చూస్తారా? కేవలం జనాభాను ఎట్లా తీసుకుంటారు? ఏ రాష్ట్రాలు అయితే కుటుంబ నియంత్రణ పాటించలేదో, భారతదేశ హితాన్ని అనుసరించి పనిచేయలేదో వాళ్ళకెట్లా వాయిస్ ఇస్తారని అడుగుతున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ. Unfortunately, I think each of us is living in our own bubbles. I think we need to meet more often. I'm delighted that Mr. Stalin took the lead today and has invited us. Hopefully, we'll have many more such events where we can work together. See, ultimately, like I said, this meeting, I'm sure BJP will call it anti-India and all that. I know. All I'm saying is we're Indians first. We love our country. So if our country has to really progress, I think performing states, irrespective of what kind of discrimination is being met out to them, we have to fight together. We'll raise our voice whenever and wherever needed, and we'll continue to raise our voice in Parliament, State Assembly, multiple forums. But I have to tell you, I've never seen a bigger press conference than this. I already feel like a rock star today, but thank you. రండి, అది ఎక్కడ జరుగుతుందో చూద్దాం, ఢిల్లీలోనా హైదరాబాద్లోనా చూద్దాం. ఇక్కడ డెసిషన్ అవ్వలేదు.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good evening, all my friends from media. I am Mahesh Kumar Gaud, President Telangana Congress Committee, and I'm one of the participants in first fair delimitation meeting happened today here. Along with me, Mr. Mallu Ravi Garu is a member of Parliament, senior Congress leader. Mr. Rohin Reddy Garu is a president of District Congress Committee, Hyderabad. Firstly, I thank respected Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Stalin Garu, for initiating this great meeting, inviting all of the states who are getting into loss of losing seats in expected coming delimitation. Several things were put on record. Chief Ministers of Kerala, our Chief Minister of Telangana, Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka have all put their opinion. Finally, after hearing to many of the seniors, we have decided to have a massive public meeting in Hyderabad in the month of April. And that meeting which was financially dismantled in the last 10 years' time. In development, in welfare, in all aspects, Telangana is rising. And you all know Telangana is a newborn state of 11.5 years. Madam Sonia Gandhi, under the rule of UPA, they have called this state of United Andhra Pradesh. So any loss happening to Telangana cannot be tolerated. Our Chief Minister Revanth Reddy has categorically expressed his opinion in the meeting that the Chief Minister and Congress party would go to any extent to protect the rights of Telangana. As far as delimitation, though little seats may be increased, but the percentage of quota is coming down in almost all the southern states, along with Punjab in northern India. So we have expressed our serious concern about the decreasing of parliamentary seats to the southern state and especially Telangana. And the meeting which we are going to have in Telangana, a massive meeting, will take place in the month of April, wherein we have invited all the dignitaries who are present here. Our Chief Minister has given an invitation, and Mr. Stalin has also accepted to participate in Hyderabad's massive public meeting. Before that, we'll discuss with all parties. It will be a united public meeting, inviting all the senior leaders throughout the country. As far as Telangana is concerned, it's a Congress party given Telangana. After 10 years, people have elected back Congress party in Telangana with a young and dynamic Chief Minister. We are reconstructing the Telangana, which was dismantled in the last 10 years rule of DRS. Thank you. Telugu unnara? Yeah. I'll speak little in Telugu. Andariki namaskaram. Telugu. Unnara? తెలుగు వాళ్ళు రమ్మనండి. ఈరోజు ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు, నాతో పాటు మా డెలిగేషన్ మల్లు రవి గారు అందరం కూడా స్టాలిన్ గారు నిర్వహించినటువంటి ఫస్ట్ డీలిమిటేషన్ మీటింగ్ లో హాజరవ్వడం జరిగింది. చాలా విషయాల్లో కూలంకంగా చర్చించుకోవడం జరిగింది. హెడ్ కౌంట్ వల్ల జరగబోయే డీలిమిటేషన్ వల్ల సదర్న్ స్టేట్స్ కి బాగా నష్టం జరిగే అవకాశం ఉంది. మేము భారతదేశం ఆనాడున్నటువంటి యూనియన్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఇచ్చినటువంటి 1976 పాపులేషన్ ఫ్యామిలీ ప్లానింగ్ పరిపూర్ణంగా యాజ్ అ ట్రూ ఇండియన్స్ we have implemented 1976 population act. That is the reason the population percentage has come down in Telangana. ఈ పాపులేషన్ వల్ల తగ్గింది. దానికి కారణం ఆనాడు యూనియన్ ప్రభుత్వం ఇచ్చినటువంటి 1976 పాపులేషన్ యాక్ట్ ని పరిపూర్ణంగా సక్సెస్ఫుల్ గా ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడం వల్ల దక్షిణాది రాష్ట్రాల్లో పాపులేషన్ తగ్గింది. కానీ వాళ్ళ పర్ క్యాపిటల్ ఇన్కమ్ చూసుకున్నా, ఇతరత్ర ట్యాక్సుల విషయం చూసుకున్నా, టాప్ 10 రాష్ట్రాల్లో అన్ని కూడా దక్షిణాది రాష్ట్రాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఈ దేశానికి ఎకానమీకి పరిపూర్ణంగా ఎకనామిక్ గ్రోత్ కి పరిపూర్ణంగా దోహదపడుతున్న రాష్ట్రాలంతా కూడా సౌత్ ఇండియాలో ఉన్నాయి. సో ఇంత ఎకానమీ దేశానికి ఇస్తున్నటువంటి సదర్న్ స్టేట్స్ లో ఈ డీలిమిటేషన్ కారణంగా అన్యాయం జరిగి పార్లమెంట్ సీట్లు తగ్గిపోతే భవిష్యత్తులో ఇది అన్నిటి కూడా ఆటంకం ఏర్పడే అవకాశం ఉంది. కాబట్టి ఎట్టి పరిస్థితుల్లోనూ కేంద్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి బీజేపీ ప్రభుత్వం ఈ క్రైటీరియా ప్రకారం హెడ్ కౌంట్ పాపులేషన్ క్రైటీరియా ప్రకారం డీలిమిటేషన్కి వెళ్లి సీట్లు పెంచితే దక్షిణాది రాష్ట్రాలకి తీరని అన్యాయం జరిగే అవకాశం ఉంది. అంటే ఒక రకంగా చెప్పాలంటే కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఇచ్చినట్టు ఆదేశాలు ఆనాడు పాపులేషన్ విషయంలో మేము సక్సెస్ఫుల్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడం వల్ల ఒక రకంగా పనిష్మెంట్ అవుతా ఉంది. ఆనాడు కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వ ఆదేశాలని నిక్కచ్చిగా పాటించడం వల్ల దక్షిణాది రాష్ట్రాలకి ఒక పనిష్మెంట్ లాగా మారి సీట్లు తగ్గే అవకాశం ఉంది. కాబట్టి ఏ కోశాన కూడా ఇప్పుడున్నటువంటి క్రైటీరియా ప్రకారం హెడ్ కౌంట్ ప్రకారం డీలిమిటేషన్ చేయడానికి వీల్లేదు. అవసరం అనుకుంటే దీన్ని సీజన్ చేయాలి, లేదనుకుంటే రాజ్యాంగం అమెండ్మెంట్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఇప్పుడున్న వాటా ప్రకారం రేషియో ప్రకారం మాకు సీట్లు ఇవ్వాలన్న డిమాండ్తో ఇవాళ మీటింగ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ఇవాళ ఇది ఫస్ట్ మీటింగ్, స్టాలిన్ గారు పెట్టిన ఫస్ట్ మీటింగ్. తదుపరి మీటింగ్ హైదరాబాద్ లో ఒక గొప్ప మ్యాసివ్ బహిరంగ సభ జరిపి కేంద్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి బీజేపీ ప్రభుత్వానికి కనువిప్పు కలిగే విధంగా దక్షిణాది రాష్ట్రాల్లో జరుగుతున్న అన్యాయాన్ని వెలికి తీసి వారి కన్నులు ఓపెన్ చేసి వారికి చెప్పే విధంగా ఒక గొప్ప బహిరంగ సభని హైదరాబాద్ లో నిర్వహించబోతా ఉన్నాం. దానికి స్టాలిన్ తో సహా పినరయి విజయన్ గారు, పంజాబ్ ముఖ్యమంత్రి మాన్ గారు, కేరళ డిప్యూటీ సీఎం డికే శివకుమార్ తో పాటు అందరూ కూడా వస్తానని మాట ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. త్వరలో వారి డేట్ ప్రకటిస్తాం. తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం కాంగ్రెస్ పార్టీ యూపీఏ ప్రభుత్వం ఇచ్చినట్టు రాష్ట్రం, కేవలం 11.5 సంవత్సరాల యువ రాష్ట్రం. 10 సంవత్సరాలు గత పాలకుల పాలనలో డిస్మెంటల్ అయినటువంటి ఆర్థిక వ్యవస్థని ఇప్పుడు రీకన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేసుకుంటూ ముందుకెళ్తున్నటువంటి తరుణంలో ఈ డీలిమిటేషన్ వల్ల జరిగే నష్టాన్ని ఎట్టి పరిస్థితుల్లో ఒప్పుకోకూడదని ముఖ్యమంత్రి రేవంత్ రెడ్డి గారు మేమంతా కూడా కృతనిశ్చయంతో ఉన్నాం. తెలంగాణకి ఏ అన్యాయం జరిగినా ఊరుకునే లేదు. ఇది కాంగ్రెస్ పార్టీ ఇచ్చిన తెలంగాణ. ఈ తెలంగాణను అన్ని రకాలుగా అభివృద్ధి చేసుకుంటూ ఈ డీలిమిటేషన్లో ఎలాంటి నష్టం జరగకుండానేందుకు మా ప్రయత్నం ఉంటుంది. ఈ ప్రయత్నంలో ఎంత దూరంలో పోవడానికి మేము సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
One minute, Amma. I just want to speak a few words. I am Dr. Mallu Ravi, MP and convener of Telangana Congress MPs. I have participated in the deliberations today. Before talking the subject, I would like to convey my heartful, what do you say, namaskar, vanakkams to all the media friends. In short, today's meeting is because of the invitation of Mr. M.K. Stalin, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. On his invitation, all South India Chief Ministers and Deputy Chief Ministers and the Chief Minister of Punjab participated in the meeting. In nutshell, the resolution is that we should all ask for a fair delimitation process in regard to South India. In South India, family planning program was 100% successfully conducted, because of which population has come down in South India, whereas population is increased in North India because they have not completely implemented the family planning. If this BJP Modi government implement on the basis of the population, then South India will have less representation when compared to now, because on the basis of population there will be rise of seats in North India, there will be decrease of seats in South India. That is why everybody who participated in the meeting are agreed for this. Mr. Revanth Reddy has requested all the chief ministers of South India and Mr. Chief Minister of Punjab to come to another conclave in Telangana, Hyderabad. Followed by the meeting, he also told that he will organize a massive public meeting to educate the people about what we are fighting against the BJP Modi government. All, including Stalin, all the chief ministers and the deputy chief minister, they have agreed to come to the meeting going to be organized by Mr. Revanth Reddy, and asked him to go ahead. This is in nutshell what has happened, and I feel, and another suggestion is given by Mr. Revanth Reddy, that we should have a meeting and a coordination committee to lobby for this subject in Delhi, because the capital city is in Delhi. Parliament members and others have to be actively involved in lobbying for not doing this on the basis of population. This is what has happened, and I feel we wanted to convey our thanks particularly to Mr. M.K. Stalin for conducting this meeting, and a resolution also included by all chief ministers and deputy chief ministers agreed to pass a resolution thanking Mr. Stalin for conducting this meeting. Thank you.
GDP. So can the South have 36% representation in parliament? That could be a radical solution. Why population alone should be the criterion for delimitation? Why not fiscal contribution? Why not development? Why not progress? So we are certainly keen to see what the government of India would eventually say, but all in all I would say is, once again, before I sum up, India has just completed 75 years of existence. Our national leadership should ideally strive to heal old wounds, not create new ones, not unnecessarily create ruptures in this Indian polity, which is already very diverse, very heterogeneous. As a renowned scholar and statesman once said, the federal structure of India must ensure that no state, however small or large, feels neglected in governments. You could be Manipur, you could be Uttar Pradesh. You should not feel neglected, or you should not feel left out. That's exactly what we are demanding. And once again, I'd like to repeat, if India truly has to become a superpower by 2047, the order of the day is cooperative federalism, not coercive federalism. Jai Telangana, Jai Hind. Thank you. నేనేం చెప్పాను అంటే భారతదేశంలో 1976లో ఆనాటి అప్పటి ప్రభుత్వం 42వ రాజ్యాంగ అధికరణం ద్వారా సవరణ ద్వారా వారు ఆనాడు నంబర్ ఆఫ్ సీట్స్ మీద రెస్ట్రిక్షన్ పెట్టారు. ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఏ రాష్ట్రాలు అయితే జనాభా నియంత్రణ పాటించాయో, కుటుంబ నియంత్రణ పాటించాయో వాటిని పనిష్ చేసే విధంగా వ్యవహారం చేస్తామంటే ఇది సరికాదు, ఇది మంచిది కాదు, దేశానికి మంచిది కాదు. అందుకే ఇతర ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ కూడా తీసుకోండి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను అన్నట్టు జీడిపి కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ తీసుకోండి. తెలంగాణ ఓన్లీ 2.8% పాపులేషన్ భారతదేశంలో, కానీ జీడిపి పరంగా చూస్తే మన కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ 5.1, 5.2%. సో మరి ఆ లెక్కన తీసుకుంటే సౌత్ ఇండియా మొత్తం కలిపి 36% జీడిపి కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తుంది భారతదేశంలో. సో ఆ లెక్కన ప్రపోర్షనేట్ గా చూస్తారా? కేవలం జనాభాను ఎట్లా తీసుకుంటారు? ఏ రాష్ట్రాలైతే కుటుంబ నియంత్రణ పాటించలేదో, భారతదేశ హితాన్ని అనుసరించి పనిచేయలేదో వాళ్ళకెట్లా వాయిస్ ఇస్తారని అడుగుతున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ. Unfortunately, I think each of us is living in our own bubbles. I think we need to meet more often. I'm delighted that Mr. Stalin took the lead today and has invited us. Hopefully, we'll have many more such events where we can work together. See, ultimately, like I said, this meeting, I'm sure BJP will call it anti-India and all that. I know. All I'm saying is we're Indians first. We love our country. So if our country has to really progress, I think performing states, irrespective of what kind of discrimination is being met out to them, we have to fight together. We'll raise our voice whenever and wherever needed, and we'll continue to raise our voice in Parliament, State Assembly, multiple forums. But I have to tell you, I've never seen a bigger press conference than this. I already feel like a rock star today, but thank you. రానియండి, అది ఎక్కడ జరుగుతుందో చూద్దాం. ఢిల్లీలోనా, హైదరాబాద్లోనా చూద్దాం. ఇంకా డెసిషన్ అవ్వలేదు.
We have decided to have a massive public meeting in Hyderabad in the month of April. And that meeting which was financially dismantled in the last 10 years' time. In development, in welfare, in all aspects, Telangana is rising. And you all know Telangana is a newborn state of 11.5 years. Madam Sonia Gandhi, under the rule of UPA, they have called this state of United Andhra Pradesh. So any loss happening to Telangana cannot be tolerated. Our Chief Minister Revanth Reddy has categorically expressed his opinion in the meeting that the Chief Minister and Congress party would go to any extent to protect the rights of Telangana. As far as delimitation, though little seats may be increased, but the percentage of quota is coming down in almost all the southern states, along with Punjab in northern India. So we have expressed our serious concern about the decreasing of parliamentary seats to the southern state and especially Telangana. And the meeting which we are
Okay.
Come closer.
Hey, one chair, Sampath. Shall I start? Good afternoon to all of you. First, on behalf of the country's federal structure, I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, my brother Sri Stalin Garu, he convened this fair delimitation committee. This meeting goes to the history of the nation. It is a good beginning. I conveyed in the meeting that joining together was the beginning. Discussing on this issue was the progress. And we'll all work together and that will be the success. So, my Chief Minister could not come, Mr. Siddaramayaji, because he had some leg problem from the past 1 month. We both were supposed to come. I have been accompanied by my legal advisor to the Honorable Chief Minister, who is an MLA of Coorg, Mr. Porna, a senior advocate, and he is also an MLA with me. And Mr. Cholan is there. He is an IAS officer from Tamil Nadu. He is working in Karnataka. Former mayor of Bangalore City, Mr. Sampath, is there on the dais. Today we all the leaders who have been participated very proudly stood behind the decision of the Honorable Chief Minister. So we have showed our solidarity. We know that the proposed delimitation exercise, which is based on population, it is not just a technical adjustment. It is a political assault on the southern states. So we have said that earlier. We have reminded the BJP leadership that what Vajpayee ji in 2002, he formed a As I said you that we have joined on the critical moment of the Indian history, the very foundation of democracy and federalism, which is under threat. So a good beginning has been started, and a fair delimitation joint action committee has been formed. Today, some suggestions have come that we should take it a office has to be set up on this issue on the Delhi also, and many leaders have invited this committee also in the different part of the country to participate. I am very happy that the Kerala Chief Minister, Telangana Chief Minister, Punjab Chief Minister also participated with various political party. And on behalf of the Congress party and from my government, being a Deputy Chief Minister and the President of the political Congress party, myself, Telangana party President and Kerala party President of the Congress party, we represented here on the southern states. We discussed. Our party high command also gave us a direction that we have to protect our interests. So Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and other states of the southern states, we contribute for the immense growth on not only politically, even economically, culture. We share a lot of things we have to protect. So as you know that Karnataka contributes about 4 lakh crores annually to the center gross. Yet we get a mere of 45,000 cash devolution and 15,000 crores in grants. For every rupee the Karnataka contributes, which get only 13 paisa, comes from the back. This is not just an economic injustice, it is a systematic plunder out of the resources what we get. Today now, with Karnataka with having 5% of the India's population, we contribute 8.4 to the national GDP. So totally our southern states contribute more than 35% of the country. So we are helping the national scenery, but we are now on the 15th Finance Commission. You all know that on the population-based formula, which has already been, delimitation exercise has been planned. So further now, our political voices will be further demised and ability to advocate our rights in the parliament, and it will be crippled. So to fight, it is not only just the numbers. It is about our identity of culture and our heritage. Karnataka takes pride in its 15,500 years of history, tradition, what Basavanaji said, what Kuvempu said, and Tamil Nadu Sangam poetry and Kerala classical arts. And Telugu heritage culture is a regional treasures what we have. So we have drawn a lot of inspiration on all these issues. Now on the delimitation, we said that, as I said you earlier, we have to remember at the time of Vajpayee, on the 84th amendment which was been done in 2002, am I right? 2002, 84 the amendment. So when Vajpayee promised the southern states that to the delimitation exercise accounting for population figures in 1971 census and not in 2001 census. So we want to see that that has been protected, continued, either in Tamil Nadu or other part of the states or Karnataka. We don't want our seats to be reduced and our voice to be suppressed. So on this issue, we all have joined here. I think all the leaders showed their unity, and I am very happy to inform you that the Orissa former Chief Minister, Mr. Patnaik, also was on the online. He participated, and his party also participated in the deliberation. And one important thing I would like to emphasize that Karnataka, in the Legislative Assembly, we have passed a resolution anonymously, including where BJP also supported this, that a new census, based on the new census, we have demanded that 1971 census remain the basis for delimitation, and it rewards states that efforts in population control and sustained development. Friends, this is not a battle of North and South. It is a fight to reclaim the vision of India as a union of equal states. So on delimitation justice, bicameral balances, physical equality, cultural sovereignty, and unity through collaborations. So a joint action committee has been formed on a fair delimitation. So we have agreed with the name of Fair Delimitation Joint Action Committee as proposed by the Honorable Chief Minister, Mrs. Stalin. So I would like to tell you that we will take it forward. We will discuss in the national level also. So whatever we want to protect the federal structure and the constitution, whatever we have, we will see that it has been protected. So I appeal to all of you also. This is a fight to protect each one of us. We have our own history. As I said you earlier, we are contributing 35% to the national growth, and ultimately our voices has to be upheld. So we don't want anyone to curb our voices and the numbers in the parliament. So let us channelize whatever the defines that the statesmanship of Annadure and the fire of Basavana is being remembered. So when Karnataka and Tamil Nadu stands together, no power can break us. When Kerala and Punjab also raise their voices, that entire country will be looking at. Today at the Joint Action Committee, a good message was sent to the nation. So we will not allow our voices to be diluted, our resources to be looted, and our culture to be erased. Together we stand to fight to restore the federal promises of India, a union which diversity is celebrated and equality is upheld. So once again I would like to tell you that this joining was the beginning. The discussion was the progress and we will work together for the success. This is what I wanted to communicate in Chennai. And again, I would like to emphasize some of things when I go back to Bangalore tomorrow.
Sir, one question, sir. You just said delimitation is a political assault, it's a threat and economic justice. But why the Congress leadership in the central has largely been silent on delimitation? Why Congress and India bloc are in a fix over this issue? Do you think the north and the southern part of the Congress are still, they still have
No,
to debate?
it is an issue now. We are the states which has been assaulted. So we are joined together. Do you think that we are here without the national consensus?
But why your leaders are not
We are getting reports in we are theoretically in support of the Congress, but not practically. The Congress leader is northern part of India.
You just wait for time to come. I'm telling you, we'll have to have a structure in the Delhi also. That is what has been advised by my colleague from Telangana. So next meeting will be in Telangana. That is what. You wait and watch for it. Just you are one day, young man. Let us see. Pardon? Pardon? Where is BJP here? They are telling, okay, it means they are against the state now. BJP is against the state here. They wanted the voice to be corrupt because they doesn't have any MPs. They will not get in future also. That is why they are speaking on this. Huh? Where are their numbers? They said that they'll put black flag. I was waiting, we were calling for a black flag, but no flag came.
So one reaction, sir, also. I mean, the PFR rate in southern India is low.
Huh?
Total fertility rate in southern India is low. There's aging population going on. South CMs have called for more babies now.
See, we believe, see, from the days of, earlier from the days of Indira Gandhi, on this population control, on the national policy, we respected. Because we controlled our population, now we have been targeted on that. Huh? See, I don't want to comment much on that. Every right, every family have their own. Whether you can manage one baby, two baby, it is up to you. I don't want to give a call on that issue. No, I was waiting for the black flag. Because I always come to visit last Sheneshwara in Tirunallar, which is a part and border of your place. So that goddess flag is black. So I wanted to seek the blessings of Sheneshwara, but I could not have it. I don't want to comment on that. I have come for a political meeting. Tamil Nadu has their own problem politically. We have our own problem, but still I would like to communicate that Mekedatu project will be more helpful to Tamil Nadu than Karnataka. It is the central government which has to look at it. Central government will have to find out a way, or the court has to find out a way, because political parties have a different view. They all are joined together on their issues. We will not meddle in their politicals. We want justice. We will fight for our rights at the prominent platforms which we have. They doesn't want to be as united. You also doesn't want us to sit together. You want us to fight together. We are India bloc. We will be India bloc. We are India group. Pardon? Of course, of course. You would have attended this meeting also. You had a small leg sprain, which is cannot be traveled, not advised to travel till 31st. Definitely. I'm here as a party president and deputy CM also. Huh? Let us wait, watch and wait. I hope so. Let us see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Manakam. Namaskara. Manakam, namaskara. Both. Come closer. Hey, one chair, Sampath.